the most exciting thing that's happened recently is we've got a little 6-month-old.
He's really a small baby then.
So how about you?
My toddler that is 2.5 years old, and I'm pregnant of a 4-month baby, a girl.
Oh, wow. Congrats.
Yes, thank you. Now that I'm a mom, I do try to make the best life choices that will make my kids more aware where we compost, where we put the organic waste, where we put the recycling bin. So he's learning since he was a little baby. I'll try to keep with him so that he can be an example for the further generations. I was a teacher for a couple of years. I live in Peru. I've always been living in Peru. I had no idea really about the impact on food and the environment, which I really care about. I try to reduce my impact in the ways that are possible for me in a developing country that still doesn't have many alternatives. We tried to do all of these changes in my diet and actually went on a plant-based diet after this job at the school, and found out that really I didn't miss meat. I didn't like chicken or pork or dark meats or like alternative meats. So I really enjoy eating a lot of plant-based food and preparing it and teaching people about this. And mainly because of the environment, because I want to leave a better world for my kids.
I remember, I can't even believe that this is true, but it is. There's a famous shop in Australia that sells hardware, but at the shop, it's fun just to visit because it's absolutely massive. But outside the shop, they always sold hot dogs. And for some reason, when I was young, I just used to order a hot dog and they were delicious. And then and then I would still like in my head, not even quite, I still would think of myself as a vegetarian. It's just like when I'd go to this hardware store, I'd have a hot dog. And then like occasionally, I think once I was grown up, it was in my mid-20s, I'd like tell my mom, hey, I'm going to the shop, I'm going to have a hot dog. And then she would like just like in an extremely annoying way, she would tell me what was in the hot dog. And I would be like, that's horrifying.
You can question what you eat, really. If you are not aware of what you're eating, then you'll just go with the flow and eat it without hesitation.
No. So silly. It's so silly. It took me way longer than it should have to stop doing that. But as you say, you can like, if I wouldn't even be able to take even close to a bite now. And like the taste, like that kind of taste is not what I enjoy, or I can get like a much more delicious taste from like tempeh or, just literally fried onion. I've been loving we've been feeding Luna. She's just been starting to sit at the table and eat some food with us, and just watching her trying to stuff the broccoli into her face is hilarious. Because she kind of brings it like somewhat near her face, and then she has a taste and her little eyes go like really wide and she's like, what is this? It's so sweet. It's so sweet to see. It's extremely niche website called Twitch, where you can watch people, bafflingly, you can watch people play video games instead of playing video games yourself. On that website, sometimes there's people that even more bafflingly, they watch other people do computer programming, just randomly watching some person doing this extremely, extremely, extremely niche programming task. I was watching the video, and midway through the video, he just kind of mumbled under his breath. He's like, by the way, this is the last video I'm making because I'm quitting my job to focus on climate activism. And I was just astounded because I thought like, I just thought I was like so far away from anything climate related. And then I just saw this like person who honestly I would never have considered would have made a move like that, just kind of like leaving his, tens of followers, to go up and start climate activism. And for some reason, maybe because that person was a programmer, it made me think like, it just made me think like, what am I doing? Like, why am I doing my my pointless job, like, whatever it is I'm doing, like I really want to try and work on the climate stuff.